Hey, moms in real estate. We are popping in randomly on a Tuesday because we are so excited to announce that we have a new collaboration. And we're not going to skip around. We're not going to waste your time. We want to get right to the point, but we have done a new collaboration with Moms in Real Estate and the Real Estate Edit. And so you may be familiar with all the faces on this screen already. And one of the other faces is Tara of the Real Estate Edit. She is the CEO and the founder. And Tara, like Kristen and I, have spent the last 10 to 15 years really in the real estate industry, and more so pouring into women in real estate. And so between the two of us, I think we didn't check this number, but I want to say between us, we have over 110,000 women in real estate in our communities.
That's wild.
Yeah. So we have over 110,000. And one of the things that we've been talking about is how do we make business simpler, and how do we give more without adding more to your plate? So anyways, we're going to talk about what that looks like today. So hi, friend.
Yay. Hi. I am like so excited about this. I can't wait to talk about all the things. I've been geeking out over everything, and I can't wait to talk about things. It's going to be great.
I know, me too. I feel like it's just what our community is going to be like. Yes, I love this.
I need it.
Yep, 100%. So let's really talk about what we've done. We have come together collectively to take the overwhelm out of your real estate business, right? We all know what it's like to juggle. We have the marketing side of our business, we have the transaction side of our business, we have the relationship side of our business, and then we have all the systems and all the logins. And I don't know about you ladies, but on any given day, just remembering all my logins is like half my struggle.
It is probably the biggest struggle for all of us.
And one of the other things that we firmly believe in, that all of our businesses, and each of us is blessed to run multiple businesses, but all of our businesses have thrived in relationship and abundance. And so we have brought all of this together to bring you basically a powerful tool. So a couple things. So the big, if you haven't heard, if you follow Tara, you might've already heard that she released a CRM for women, a very pretty CRM, powerful CRM. Sorry, I'm like got an eye twitch going out of excitement, I guess. But
I know why you have an eye twitch. You're like a million miles an hour right now, and I love it.
well, I'm like, it is like I think I got a hair in my eye. My husband, not to digress, but my husband, anybody have hair in the shower problem? And so we have that problem. And my husband just couldn't hang, guys. He was like gagging. He was like dying. I'm on a call trying to keep a straight face. He's like dying. And then I get off and he's like, oh yeah, you try it. So I'm like I dig out the hair. I'm like, it's not that big, dude. It's like not that big of a problem. I'm like, okay, I'm going back to work, but I think I might have a hair in my eye now. But let's talk about this for a second. So Tara, you have created a platform with women in mind, right? And so ultimately what you know is that women didn't need more tools. They just needed the right tool. And so talk to us a little bit about the suite, what it does, what it replaces.
Yeah, let's talk about this. So one of the things that we know as women is that our brains just kind of work differently than our male counterparts. And I really built my platform with the idea of we can do hard things. We can do techie things. We can.
Always digress. Sorry, guys.
But we can do hard things. We can do techie things. And this really came about. I have to share like my backstory. When I got into a specific brokerage, I wanted to talk about all these geeky things. I wanted to talk about the tech and the online lead gen. And at the time, social media was not the way to get leads. It was like a way to maybe kind of try to get leads. So I wanted to talk about all those things. And I kept trying to like put myself in a room with people that were talking about it. And it was all men. It was very bro-y. It felt a little icky. It didn't feel like me. And I wanted to be around people that were like me, that wanted to dive into these things and not feel super intimidated by it. So what I spent a lot of time doing was really creating strategies that work for us, where we're focusing on the relationship building side of things, but yeah, we're also still feeling like we have a modern, sustainable business that's scalable. And so as I was teaching women how to do this, I've taught over 5,000 women how to get leads online. And so as I was doing this, one thing kept coming up over and over again. And that was the tech side. That was the tools. Like, what tools do I use? And it's so simple to say, use whatever you have, right? But when you have your brokerage gives you one thing, then you have to get another tool to like make that match this one. And then you have to duct tape this tool to these other two tools. All of a sudden you have 5, 10 tools that you're trying to toggle in between. And like you said, that overwhelm comes in where you're like trying to remember all of your logins. You are praying that nothing is breaking during your funnels or during your online automations. Your systems feel a mess. You feel kind of disjointed because your tools overlap, right? Like I think most of us can agree that when we purchase a tool, we're like, okay, great. So it's $20 a month. I'm going to pay for this one specific problem. But this tool actually does like 10 different things. But we don't actually use all of that. We just use the one thing that we originally needed. So ultimately, we end up wasting time, we're wasting money, and it becomes a mess. And we never feel like we truly have our ish together, right? So that's kind of what I was like, all right, I need to create something. So that is where the suite came in. And I was like, what if I created a CRM that was geared towards women in the real estate space? It gave them all of the tools that they needed. It had the tech side of it. It allowed them to market things in the way that they want to market them, but also it's pretty, right? It's not like icky looking. It's not like, okay, here's like another tool. It's actually fun to use and I want to log in and use it. And so here we are.
Well, it's so true because I feel like when I go into certain CRMs, I'm just like, oh, it does have like that masculine feel to it and that salesy feel. And I feel like when I go into yours, I'm like, oh, it feels like I'm in Canva and like I can like, it's like pretty colors and pretty fonts. And it just like, you really want to spend time in there and organize in there.
Yeah, if it doesn't feel clunky, it feels like, okay, I'm going to be looking at the different things. And that's not to say, like, just to be like fully transparent, that's not to say there isn't a learning curve with this because it is a robust piece of tech.
For sure.
It does all the things. It's not just a CRM. It's not just marketing. It's both things. So everything that you want to do as far as housing your database, making sure that you have workflows to automate and nurture your database, your email marketing, your text-based marketing, your websites, your funnels, everything is housed in this one spot. So it's super cool. So I don't want you to think like, oh, just because it's for women means that it is not robust, because it absolutely is. And of course, my goal is to make sure that you're replacing at least 5 tools with this particular thing. Like I actually, with my own business, I had all of my tools all over the place, and I have slowly been canceling all of my different things. So it's kind of fun to see. I've been like ticking off like the ones I had. Trello, I had Airtable is the one that I just ended up getting rid of. We've got the mini chat I got rid of. So you are going to be able to get rid of so many different things when you start playing around with the suite.
I think that's so powerful. And one of the things so number one, if you're already intrigued, you're like, I want to know more about this, just know that next week we are going to be going live for demo days. So if you're not on our email list, you're going to want to get in on that. You're going to want to comment on this live, or make sure we have that. We're going to be putting out lots of information, and we're going to go live, and you're actually going to get to see the back end. And if you're tuned in, you can say, hey, show me how you do this. Show me how you do that. But what I want you to understand is not only does this collaboration bring you access to this tool, because that's mine and Kristen's heart, to be your one-stop shop for all of your resources, tools, etc. So you don't have to make mistakes in your business. But what this CRM gives you is an all-inclusive community. And so this is going to also be bundled when you do the annual bundle. What you will be able to get is you'll also be able to get our Moms in Real Estate Mastermind and our referral network. And so all of these communities and these spaces and systems and tech have been built for women by women. And here's really what we want you to do is we want to help you. All of us have to work on our business, right? And we have to work in our business. And there's a difference between the two. And we want to position you with better tech and community that is working in the same tech, that understands this. So the conversation is fluid. How many times, like to Tara's point, are we jumping over here and saying, who's using this, even though our people are over here, but our people aren't using the same stuff, right? So we want to bring all of this together. And what we want to do is empower you to have more intentionality in your business. Less time, logging into one system and logging out to another, better efficiency, better use, and then also better community. Because part of our mastermind that Kristen and I run And our referral network, the heart behind it is not simply to have another mastermind, because Kristen will be the first to tell you the last thing she wants is another mastermind. She's like, every time I'm like, hey, what about? She's like, no, we don't need one more thing on our calendar. But what we do want to do is intentionally build relationship. And we want to slow us all down. We want us to be more efficient, and we want to be deeper relationships, so that you're not just catching the referrals, right? It's not just about being in the receiving position for the referral. It's about being in the strategic position to create additional opportunities. And so that's really what we're doing. And so we're like, how do we bring this all together? And so when in your bundle, you will get the 12 masterminds, you will get access to the referral network, which not only is, within our communities, where we, again, have over 110,000 agents. So if you're not in these communities building relationships, ladies, I don't know what you're doing. But we also have paid admin and community coordinators that are going to be advocating for our referral partners. And so this is just huge. I'm really excited about that. I don't know, Kristen, what do you want to share?
I love all of it. I'm just really excited for the partnership, because I think it all goes so well together. And I do think it will save, in the end, it saves you a ton of money. And again, like the number one thing I hear right now, and again, I talk to female real estate agents all week, every week, is there's so many people burnt out and overwhelmed, and we don't need just another thing. And the more we can like simplify our businesses, the better. And so I think this is just one step in that direction.
Yeah, 100%. And I think too, there's something to be said about getting in a room with a bunch of other people that are doing something similar to you, because that's one of the things too with masterminds. Masterminds are great, by the way. Like, I love masterminds. I'm a huge advocate for them. I've been in so many that are so beneficial. Totally. However, what starts to get a little difficult is when everybody's doing something different. And it's like, oh, well, I'm using this and this and this to do this. But when you get in a room with people and everybody is doing kind of the same thing, and it's like, well, this is exactly how I did it. And you're like, well, I have all of that, so I can do that exact same thing. And so it really does create like this powerful dynamic of being able to, I don't know, it just creates a more powerful dynamic of being able to actually like get results, as opposed to just talking about things, because you're not implementing the call being like, okay, now I got to figure out how I can do X, Y, and Z with what I have, as opposed to, oh, I have that. They showed me how they did it. Now I can just replicate it. So,
yeah.
Well, the difference is growing with intention, right? And so one of the things that, Tara, I'm sure you'll agree, and Kristen and I have been on probably 10, 15 masterminds over the last 6 months. And one of the absolute things that I'm seeing, like, and I'm talking leaps and bounds, are the agents that are relationship-based are taking market share. And they are taking market share. So where there's agents that are like burnt out and they want to exit the business, and this is no shade to however anybody wants to build. I've been building and I'm still producing agent 23 years in, and I've had cold sources, I've had referral sources. But the thing that is happening right now is when you have intentionality in your business, you have growth and you have market share, right? That is the game changer in your business right now. And so by bringing all of this together, we're taking out the overwhelm of, I just went through this. I posted in our community, Tara, last week, and I was like, do I go with this product, Real Scout, or do I go with Rooster? And like, what do I do here and what do I do there? And then I'm getting opinions, and I make no mistake, I value those opinions, but I don't know those people. There's so many variables. I don't know their business. I don't know what they're running. I don't know this. And so really what we're trying to do is just simplify this for you. And I'm not going to say, you can have a cold business, absolutely 100%. And you may be a beast at Zillow, and these systems and these communities will still serve you well. But I will tell you, if you are a mom or a woman in real estate and you are looking to do more with less, you are looking to win at home at a higher level while increasing your profit margin. You're looking for more efficiency, more effectiveness, more leverage without more cost, right? Because I know what it's like to be a producing agent. I remember when I just wanted to sell one house. I was like, if I can sell one house, it'll be amazing. And then the day came where if I didn't sell 15 a month, I didn't hit profit. Like, that is the reality of our industry, right? And so if you are conscious and you want an affordable, impactful option, I'm telling you right now, the Moms in Real Estate collab with the Real Estate Edit, bringing you the suite, the mastermind, and the referral network is where you're going to get it.
Yeah, I agree. 100%.
I agree too.
All right. So ladies, we were just excited. We couldn't contain ourselves. Our team was like, hey guys, your demo day is not till next week. And we're like, yeah, we know, but we're going live today. So next week it's on Wednesday, right, ladies? Next Wednesday. I'm 90% sure it's next Wednesday or Tuesday. But we put it on our calendar. Hold on. I wrote it in a little tiny note at the bottom of the page. I told it to you yesterday, Kristen. See,
I have
So
next
it's Tuesday at 1:45 Pacific Standard Time. That is 4:45 Eastern Standard Time.
Tuesday,
so
1:45.
Yep. So it's next Tuesday. Guys, you will want to tune in for the demo day, and you will not want to miss seeing the back side of this and what this looks like. And we cannot wait to welcome more people into the community. So anyways, guys, spread the word. The best collaboration that we've seen is here.
I'm so excited. And listen, if you are watching this or you're watching the replay, here's what I want you to do. I want you to give me 1 or 2 tools that you're currently using, because what I would love to do next week is show you how what I have is going to replace that tool for you. So this kind of gives me an idea of what everybody's using. Like I said, I have my own little box, like my own little checklist I've been like ticking off as I've been canceling things, but I want to know what other agents are using so that I can show you how powerful this tool really is. And I can't wait to.
Poor Tara, as she was building this out, not the collaborative mindset of mine, but the producer mindset of mine was on. And I was like texting, can I cancel this system? Can you do this? Can you do this? Can I get rid of my Calendly? Okay, wait, can you give me task management? So all the things. I promise you, I am the person that needs all the things. For years, I kept like 7 different accounts. I had Top Producer, dude. I didn't leave Top Producer simply for the task system. And I can finally leave Top Producer 20 years later. So anyways, I can't wait. So tune in next Tuesday, 1:45 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Tara, Kristen, and I will be showing you the inside of the suite. Bye, guys.
Bye.